Bless you.
Standing on your knees. It's hot. I don't wanna be hot. Don't make me hot. Did you take some cough medicine?
No.
Come get some. What's the point of fucking buying if you ain't gonna use it? All that coughing and shit. Here.
Thank you.
Ew, what's all that? Wipe your mouth. You look disgusting. I'm telling you now, you look disgusting.
I look like you.
Oh, that's what's up. We need this to be ready.
Ooh. I'm a dragon.
Make sure I gotta spray everything. Nothing leave.
Yep.
You're disgusting.
Yep.
Your mama don't wear no drawers. She washing with alcohol. Now you like it. You like that?
Yeah.
No, you don't, because you wouldn't have
Don't
took.
break
You
your
would have took.
fingies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're weird. Yeah. You my auntie. Weird.
fucking bitch.
Doing life.
You were worried about spending the rest of your life in prison?
Yes, because I'm not that guy, man. I'm not that guy, man.
Seen some other injuries we safe. Specifically on the job.
That's what I was I don't know. I don't need to go test the child, and I don't know. That's what you guys.
Well, I'm asking you. She got injured down there. How we should have gotten that?
Maybe Michelle would have me.
Is there any chance your DNA is
Fucking
from like
fake.
No. There's no chance my DNA won't come inside. No, 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 no. No, you can use that. No, you can swap that. No, sir. No, sir. No, no, this, no, no, this, none of that. No, sir. No, sir.
That's easy enough. You see it. Okay. We're gonna go out, talk a little bit, and we'll be back in. We asked you a question earlier, I asked you again. Now that we've kind of been, we asked you what's happened to the person that did this.
So,
I asked you earlier, he asked you earlier, what should happen to the person that did this? What do you think should happen to you now?
same thing he said. He would do everything there.
Well, do you think she should go to jail?
Jesus.
How long? Thanks for watching.
Oh, she passed.
What did the doctor tell you? You know what we know. The doctor said she's not going to recover.
This never been incarcerated. Or the gentleman.
Look, you don't have an opinion?
I mean, I don't really spend my whole life in jail for a stupid mistake and I messed up.
You waste your whole life in jail because of this?
No, sir, it's not fair. No, sir, it's not fair from a stupid mistake. From a stupid mistake, no, sir. I don't feel like I was in here praying to myself and I kept hearing I was more scared of life, feel like
What do you mean?
doing life. Oh, she passed.
What did the doctors tell you? You know what we know. The doctor says she's not going to recover.
This, like I said, I've never been incarcerated. Or the gentleman.
Look, you don't have an opinion?
I mean, I don't want to spend my whole life in jail for a stupid mistake and I messed up.
You spend your whole life in grave because of this?
No, sir, it's not fair. No, sir, it's not fair from a stupid mistake. From a stupid mistake, no, sir. I don't feel like I was in here praying to myself as I kept hearing I was more scared of a life, full life,
What do you mean?
doing life.
You were worried about spending the rest of your life in prison?
Yes, cause I'm not that guy, man. I'm not that guy, man. I'm not that guy, man. I don't want to lose my kids.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Were you ever abused as a kid?
By my uncle.
How?
I never told anyone outside of my mom. She didn't believe me, but he passed, but he would be as far as race is. He had one of his girls friends molest me.
How old were you?
From 12, 10, 11.
What grades, what grade did you complete in school? What kind of education did you get?
Oh, I graduated. I went to college.
Did you graduate college? Or did you get some college?
I did Tulsa University. I think graduated next month from Tulsa.
Okay.
So say a little bit.
Yes, sir.
And how was your family life growing up with your dad?
We moved here. I don't know my dad, but we moved here. Everything was good. We moved with my mom and my sister.
You and your mom and brothers going out pretty well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's it.
Right. Here's a couple minutes, okay? You need anything? You good right now?
Did you get some ordered ships and all that still? So if you want to eat, you can.
Yes, it's just. I'm so sorry, guys.
Alright, give us some time, okay? Be right back. So, kind of walk me through, if you will. You said that only you, your boyfriend, and your two children live at the house. Nobody else lives there. Does anybody else come to visit? Anything like that? I mean, on a regular basis? Who was there last night?
Just us.
Just us? Or just y'all? Okay. And then what time do y'all go to bed?
I don't go to bed.
You don't go to bed, you stay up? You don't ever sleep?
Well, I do, but I work night shifts, so I'm normally up.
Oh, okay. Okay. So were you up last night? Okay. Did you work yesterday?
I work for a little bit.
Where do you work at?
I work at 7-Eleven. I'm Wilson.
Okay, Wilson and James right there?
No, Wilson.
Oh, that's right. You're right, yeah, that's right there. I've been over that area in a while. Okay, so you worked the night shift. So you worked a little bit yesterday, then you came home. What time did you get home?
I got early. I didn't even stay because I didn't feel well.
Okay, so you came home, you weren't feeling well. Did you just have a little flu or what?
No, my stomach was hurting.
Okay. Okay. So you came home, everything was fine. When you got home, were the kids home?
Mm-hmm.
And your boyfriend was there? Do they go to school at all? And then your younger daughter, she doesn't go to school. She's not pre-K or anything. Does she go to like a daycare?
She was in the daycare.
How long ago was that?
Not too long ago.
Okay, like not too long ago, like a month, a couple of weeks,
Uh-huh.
a little over a month. Okay. So when you got home, everything was fine, no issues. And then, what time did the girls go to bed?
My girls go to bed early too. He go to bed really early, like 9.
9 o'clock. Okay. And then your boyfriend, what time does he go to bed?
He's a night roller too.
Okay. So he stays up late as well. So do they have their own bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. Each separate bedroom, or they stay in one bedroom?
No, they have their own bedrooms.
Okay. Very nice.
Because it's a good girl.
Okay. Cool. So you guys are up. They went to bed. I guess at some point throughout the night, one of the girls woke you up, and
I normally, to be honest, I normally get up, just check on them regardless. That's just some normal parent thing. I normally get up just to make sure they still breathing, that they're okay,
okay.
or if they pee on themselves.
Okay. So you say you get up. What do you mean? You get up from you in the living room, or
No,
you say
I'm
you
not,
sleep?
yeah, I normally be in a room where I normally be in the bedroom.
Okay. So you lay down watching TV, or what?
On my phone.
You play on your phone? Okay. So you'll be in the living room or your bedroom playing on your phone, and sometimes throughout the night you'll get up just to check on it, being overcautious here. All of us are. So and she comes to your bedroom.
No, I go to her.
You go to her. So in the middle of the night you go to her. About what what time is that?
By the time I went with her, it was around 3.
Around 3, okay. So you check
I
on
was
her?
making sure she was okay. I told you she was sick.
Okay. So,
Because I had gave her medicine, so I was making sure she was okay.
okay, what were you giving her medicine for?
She didn't feel well.
She just like a bellyache or what?
No, Johnson had the flu.
Okay.
And I guess, I don't know if she caught it or not, but she wasn't feeling well.
Okay. How long do you have primary custody?
I have both of my babies.
You have both of them. Does dad see him at all?
He used to see them. But I had a feeling that I thought he was touching my youngest daughter.
Okay.
And we had a case on that one.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's still open or not, but we had a case. He didn't get that for me. So they told me to let him get it for me because we had a case. But I ended up letting him go to some time with their dad.
Sure.
But he hasn't seen him in the last 4 months.
Last 4 months. He just hadn't shown any interest to come
No,
over.
he hasn't called,
Same time.
nothing.
So he hasn't been around for 4 months.
No.
Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay.
And they miss him.
Alright. Now what gave you the impression that he was touching your youngest?
Because my daughter would touch herself. Yeah, and I didn't like that.
Okay.
Because I'm a victim of it. And I didn't want none of my girls to go through that. So she was touching her and stuff. But I went to the doctor and they said no, she had just an infection.
Okay.
So he was cleared. But I still, I'm still a cautious mother. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep them just to be, surprising them.
Sure. Okay.
Make sure they're okay.
Okay. So you called the Department of Family Services. They didn't
No.
investigate. Who did you
The
investigate?
hospital did.
Oh, the hospital did. Okay.
So I took her to the hospital to get checked.
Okay. So the hospital called. You had some suspicions there, but ended up she had an infection.
Mhm.
You don't think that he was doing that? Then?
No, I don't, but I would ask her, I would always ask her, hey, has anybody touched you? Because she still does it. So I was like, hey, anybody touch you? She'll look around, she won't tell me, if anybody did it or not. She'll just be like, she's quiet. My daughter's really quiet. She doesn't really talk to nobody. She's very antisocial. So she doesn't really do anything.
Okay. Does she have any medical conditions that?
When she was a baby, we were supposed to have surgery on her head, but we never got it done because her they finally formed in, so we never got surgery for it.
Okay, so that healed itself, or an issue healed itself. What about after that? Did she ever have to go to a doctor for any injuries or any medical conditions, anything like that?
One time we went to anything like medical happened, she had to get her shots or she did break her arm, but they popped it back in place.
Okay. How long ago was that?
I was minutes, like a year or two.
Okay, so when she was 4, how did she break her arm?
She was with her. I had a babysitter with her, and when I got home, she was crying about her arm, and the lady was like, well, I think she probably slept on one side of the bed, but she sleeps really loud. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just go get her checked. And they popped her back in place.
She's a hard one to sleep with. She takes her the whole day. I got one on that. So they popped her back into place. They were fine. What about the injury? No legs, no arms, no shoulder bones, nothing else. Okay. What about any other? Is she an active kid? I mean, is she?
No.
She's not
She's not
active.
as active like her sisters. She'll run around, she'll play with her sister. She's like a sister. But other than that, my daughter's not as active as I would want her to be.
Okay.
Like I told you, she's very antisocial.
She likes to stay inside, read books, and
No.
what does she do?
She keeps to herself.
She just keeps to herself. She doesn't play a lot.
No, she's normally watching TV or she's with me.
Okay. So she's not one that falls down and
She does.
breaks bones and all
No,
that stuff.
that's when we were running. Like, if I have to make her go outside. Like,
What was your running?
I told her, my goal is to lose weight. I've been trying to lose weight for a minute after I had my early story. It's technically not working because it's not going nowhere. And we all run as a family just to get in shape so we can all be good and healthy.
Sure.
She doesn't like running. I told her she's not very active at all. And she likes to fall down and likes to cry and throw a temper tantrum.
Right.
So that's about it.
Okay. So when y'all were running, she fell down. What injury did she get there? She just scraped her leg?
Scraped her arm, she stripped her hair, she stripped her legs. I don't even know if she hit her head because she fell so fast and I just picked her up really fast.
Okay.
So I don't know if she hit her head or not.
How long ago was that?
It wasn't too long ago. We run almost every day.
Okay, but I mean, was it yesterday or was it like weeks ago? A week ago?
No, we run every day, so I wouldn't know. Because we run every day.
Okay, but does she fall every day? Almost every day she'll fall?
But she doesn't want to do it.
So she's not falling because she's running or sprinting and tripping. She's falling down
Because she doesn't want to
because she
do it.
doesn't want to do it. Kind of throwing a tantrum type thing. So it's not like she's running and falling. She's just dropping and saying, "Mom, I want to do this." I got one like that too. So back to how's her and her sister getting along?
They don't.
Okay. Okay.
But they love each other. They have a good bond, but they don't get along.
They argue a lot. Okay. Now, when they argue, do they ever fight? Okay. So I mean, they talk.
You don't used to be fighting. I have no issue with my case fighting.
Okay. So they'll tussle and they'll fight.
We come crying saying you fought,
Okay.
and I had to break it up. But they, other than that, they get along. I'm very well.
Now, are they punching? Are they wrestling? What type of fighting?
Bite each other, they hit each other, or they push each other around.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Okay. So they'll bite each other. They actually bite each other. They leave marks.
Lately, no, not that I know of. Like, if they do anything, they won't tell me. They won't tell me nothing until I find out
Okay.
that somebody's done something.
But when you look at your daughter, do you see?
Do I organize, like, look at her and make sure she's okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I do that.
Okay. No, I'm not questioning you. Don't get offended by any question I ask you. Okay. I know you're not, but I know I'm asking a lot of questions and things like that, and sometimes I'm harsher than I mean to be. I don't mean to be, and I can see on your face that by me asking you to check your child, I offended you, and I apologize for that. That's not my intention. Okay. I just want to do a very thorough, detailed information about what happened and what occurred. Okay. So when you physically look at your daughter, do you see marks on her? Like,
Yes, they do. They do have marks on them. But I would think, I don't pay it no mind because I'm like, okay, well, it'll heal. It'll go away. They're kids. They're going to do that.
sure. So you said you mentioned bite marks there. Have you seen bite marks on your daughter from the fights that they have? Like, does she have bite marks where?
No.
Okay. Here's your bite marks. One that is the biter. No, I'm not trying to be mean.
I understand.
Yeah.
But they both do it, so.
All right.
Like, she can get a whooping and she doesn't heal it fast.
Okay. Since you brought that up, speaking of whooping, how do you discipline your children? What do you?
I normally put them in a punishment, like, not punishment, I normally put them in a corner.
Like a timeout?
Yeah, or they get a whooping.
Okay. Okay. And how often do you think they get whoopings?
They don't get whooped like that. But if they do something bad, they do.
Okay. I'm not against that. I've got a son that needs a whooping just about every day the way that he acts. So with that, are you using your hand? You use a belt? You use a board?
I use a belt.
Use a belt? Listen, none of this is bad. This is just questions that we have to ask. And so we can figure out. There's nothing wrong with whooping your child with a belt if it's done correctly. You know, there's nothing wrong. Mom hit me with a flash water for years. That was her go-to. That's what she got, and that hurt. Because flash waters aren't, they got that reaction and slap back.
But my children, they don't like whooping. They like to move around for like, if I get a whooping, they don't stand in one spot. I used to do it. My mom used to whoop me, so I understand.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's get back to, if we can, last night up until this morning at 3 o'clock. You wanted to check on her. What did you?
She peed on herself.
Okay. So she actually peed in bed. And what did you do? For her? Okay.
She took a bath, and I heard her fall. And I was like, what's going on?
So she actually got into the bath.
She did get in the bath.
Okay. So she
And
got.
she fell.
She fell inside the bathtub. Because she was in the bath. Was she getting up to get out, or to get?
She didn't get back up.
Okay. Well, I
She
mean,
fell.
when you send her to the bath, she goes in. She actually gets in the wet bathtub and starts to bathe.
No, my daughter does. My daughter is difficult.
Okay.
She'll do it, but she's difficult. Like, she doesn't want to do, I told her she doesn't want to do stuff. But I make sure she bathes.
Okay.
and she didn't want to do it. But I told her, I was like, go ahead, you got it, you paid. I left her, I went in the kitchen. I came back because I heard her fall. And when I came back, my baby was in the water.
Okay. So,
So I don't know if she was still half asleep, because you know, a normal parent would just wake their child up and the child's gonna go do what they're supposed to do. But I don't know if my child was still like half asleep with me putting her in service, do something in the morning. What child do you think would be up at that time?
right, not many. So when you went back in, you saw her
Unconscious.
unconscious in the tub, naked, and was she face down or face up?
She was face down.
Face down, okay. And then you pulled her out of the tub. And once you got out of the tub,
She wasn't responsible.
wake up your boyfriend at that time, or was he
He
was
was
on?
already up.
Okay.
And I told him, I was like, babe, please, God, we gotta get her back there. So they walked us through it. The paramedics walked us through it. They told us to breathe. He was already doing it, but they walked us actually through it because we're still parents. We don't know none of this. So they walked us through it and they told us what to do and then y'all came.
Okay.
Well, not y'all, but the paramedics.
So he was doing compressions. He was doing the breathing. Were you doing? Was he?
No, we both were doing it at the same time.
Okay, you both.
I was doing compressions and he was breathing in her.
Okay, so you're doing two-person CPR, and she never came back responsive. Fire rescue got there and
They took her.
out. Okay.
But they said that she was responding when they got her. Like when they got her in the car, they was like, well, we got her back to breathing. And I'm like, okay, that's good. You know, that's all I want. I want her to breathe. But when we get to the hospital, I get a whole nother story.
Okay. When just a couple questions. When I go in to see her, she's got some bruises on her eyes. Have those been there?
What do you mean?
She's got two bruises on her eyes. They're up here, and then she's got a knot on her.
The night when she fell
The knot when she fell in the
in the tub.
in the tub. Okay, so that wasn't there before she got in the bathtub.
No.
What about the marks on her eyes, the black eyes? They're not black eyes like you and I would think black eyes shut, but they're just marks up at the top. What could those be from?
Hitting the wall. 9 out of 10 hitting the wall. She does that.
She'll like headbutt the wall or what?
No. When we wake her up, just use the bathroom. Normally we'll wake her up, use the bathroom. She'll hit the wall.
She's like falling to the wall.
Yes.
Okay. Does she cry or?
No. My daughter doesn't cry. She's not a crier.
Okay. So she just
Can't sit and go use the bathroom.
she'll hit it and go use the bathroom. Okay. All right. Have you ever Actually, I don't have it on. You got anything you need to follow up on?
Yeah. So going back to some of the history, try not to interrupt you guys when you're talking, but just a couple little things. You said you worked last night, you worked a night shift, came home early because you weren't feeling good. Do you remember what time you got home?
No.
What time did you leave your job?
Early. Because
What time's your shift normally?
I was supposed to leave at 4 in the morning.
So you're supposed to leave at 4 in the morning, and you know how early, like 1 hour early, 2 hours early?
I just know it was early. I don't look at the time. I don't leave.
Okay. And you said you gave her some medicine because she wasn't feeling it. What type of medicine did you give her?
It's an orange bottle. Like, it's like a flu bottle. Medicine that the doctors prescribed them. And I gave that to her because it has her name on it.
Okay, so
And I have
the
a
prescription medicine the doctor gave. When is the last time she went to the doctor?
Yeah, it's been a minute. She hasn't been. The last time she got it was when she got her shots in school.
And when was that?
In the beginning of the year.
So before the school year, right before school year, got a shot to the doctor. What's that doctor's name? You remember?
No, because they keep switching her doctor. Like,
You know where you take her? The office? Where's that at?
we have one on Normandy and we have one on the south side. So if she's
Do you
with,
go to the one in Normandy or?
I go to both. Like, if I'm on the south side, I'll take her to the south side, or if she run over on the west side, I'll take her to the north.
Okay. So you go to
You said it before school, but she doesn't go to school, right? So she got shots in anticipation for next year going to school?
No, she got them for her to go to school. DPK was school. She was gonna go to the same school as her sister.
Got it. Okay.
And then the hospital reported what they thought was some abuse that got cleared up later. It sounds like what doctor or what she had a broken arm when she was 4. Is that right? Where did she get treated?
What are you in here doing? Losing? Embarrassing us as a unit? Who talking? That's the people? Mm-hmm. They said get her off our team. She sucks so bad. Probably. Wow. Fuck. Why are you so violent? Why you just want to shoot people all the time? Fuck. Mm.
That change as well. Okay. A couple more. Let me find them. So I was gonna walk through for my second. I was just listening to you guys talk about what happened last night. So at 3 o'clock, you were still awake because you're normally awake at that time. You don't sleep. I woke the night before too, the same way. So you're in your bed, you're on your phone. You decide to go check on her. You go to check on her, and so she was sleeping on the couch, and so she wasn't in her room.
No, she don't normally sleep at home.
Okay, so she likes to sleep on the couch, and you could just see it on the couch. You could see like
Yes,
it was
I
wet.
touched her and it was wet.
Okay. So at that point, you're like, hey, we're connecting the club. Like, did you clean the couch up?
No.
Okay, so you just took care of her first, which is what most moms will do. So, you told her to get in the shower. Did you see her get in the shower?
Not
You
necessarily.
told her to go, she
Yeah.
went and closed the door and you heard it come on. So did you hear the actual shower part come on? Or is it a tub, like she turned on the bottom
I
part?
don't know exactly how to going up for the shower.
So she did the tub.
She don't know how to do the shower.
Right, so she did take the tub part. So she turned on the tub and she's sitting in the back.
Normally, yeah, normally she'll do that.
So she'll sit in the tub. So that was my next question.
But she didn't do that.
Okay. What did she use
She
this
just
time?
stood there. And then I heard her fall. Now I think about she was dizzy because I woke her up. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. She probably was dizzy. And I woke her up. But I didn't expect my child to fall and end up in the water.
Obviously you didn't. And no parent would think that in this circumstance. But my next question was, it sounds like it is a tub with a shower built in as well. It's not one or the other. Okay, so did she go in and close the door by herself? So I'm just trying to understand how you knew she was standing if she didn't want to do that.
Yes.
Just help me understand that part.
I opened the door.
Okay, and you should see her standing? Did
Yes.
you ask her why she was standing and not doing what she normally does, or you just let her do it?
I know we just at the water. I just feel like, come on, baby, just take a bath. You know, just, you gotta go be exclusive in the morning. We gotta be sick. I got to go in the morning. This is like every morning. But she wasn't, it wasn't like she just automatically just didn't hear what I'm saying. She doesn't listen to me most of the
I
time.
understand that. I know how girls can be, especially when people certain age.
She's stubborn, but I love her to death. I do.
Did she take her clothes off by the couch, or did she take her clothes off by the shower, or do you remember?
She didn't have any clothes.
She didn't sleep in any clothes?
No, I made sure she took her clothes off before she got on the shower.
Do you know if she left them in the living room or in the bathroom?
In the room.
Okay, so what was she wearing? She was sleeping in one t-shirt and night.
And like pants and white t-shirt with a colorful design on front.
Like a design on the front of a white long sleeve t-shirt and what kind of pants?
It was colorful, like pink and purple.
Pink and purple long pants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you wake her up, she leaves her clothes there, she goes, gets in the shower. You see her standing there at some point, and she's standing up with a shower going.
No.
So she had the tub going only, but she was standing for some reason. Was she being stubborn then?
Yes.
Because she didn't want to have to take a shower.
No. This is just something I want to else picture.
Okay, so she's standing there, and she's standing with the tub part on the tub. She's standing in it like a regular tub. Okay, I got a little better understanding of what you're saying now. And then you leave her and go do whatever you want, or whatever's going on, how she's taken care of. And how long from the last time you saw her was it she heard the fall?
Less than 15 minutes.
Like less than 15 minutes. So she's in every space, she's cleaning up like she's supposed to. And you go away and then you hear it, you go back in, and she's face down.
Yes, sir.
Can you describe how she's laying? Is she all the way in the tub? Is part of her out of the tub?
No, she's all the way in the tub.
And then is her head facing the faucet, away from the faucet?
She was facing the faucet.
So her head was closest to the faucet, face down. And you pulled her out, did CPR, you called rescue. Did you guys put clothes on her before rescue got there?
No, they just took her.
They took her the way she was without any clothes on.
Yes. But we had brought the clothes. They told us we had clothes for her.
So the rescue sent her clothes to the hospital so she can get dressed there.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. And I know we went through a couple of injuries.
Yes.
Are there any injuries she currently has that you know of, besides what we've already talked about? I know she has a knot on her head, which we mentioned, the eye bruises. Is there anything she currently has that you've seen? So she hasn't had any other injuries other than, we talked a little bit about her running and flop. She kind of does a flop, I call it, on the ground, like she's supposed to kind of show up because they don't want to do whatever it is you want them to do.
Yes, sir.
Does she normally get injuries you can see when she does those flops?
Yeah, normally she'll either get a knot on her head or, that's about it.
Any injuries on her legs or?
Normally she'll scrape herself and right here. She'll scrape, I'm sorry. Yeah, she'll scrape her knees or she'll scrape her arm.
So fall injury, which we're all pretty familiar with those. When you fall, you yellow because you're reacting.
Her hip one, she does have a reason. She did have a reason.
What's that from?
She fell at my brother-in-law's house on a tree trunk.
What's his name?
Steven. Harmon.
Stevens, S-T-E-P-H?
Steven.
I'm sorry, Harmon, Harmon.
He's a senior too.
He's also a senior. Where's he live?
2202 Burton Drive.
How do you spell Burpee?
B-U-R-P-E-E.
Drive. Is that in Jacksonville?
Sounds
And when did that happen?
during hurricane. The hurricane season. I can't remember which hurricane came. I don't know if it was a hurricane or a tropical storm, but it came last year.
And she got bruised. That bruise on her hips from last year.
Yes.
So it's not, that wouldn't be apparent now.
No.
You're just talking about like old bruises. Okay. We'll make sure we're on the same page.
Yes, ma'am.
So she bruised pretty easily.
Yes. She's not like my other daughter where her injuries, a needle hit her and that would.
I think that's all I have for now. I'm sure that minute I walk out of this room I'll think of something. But that's all I have for the moment. Unless they generated anything else for you.
Alright, so give us a couple minutes. We're gonna talk to your boyfriend real quick, and then we'll wrap this up, okay?
Are you good at eating anything? I got your water, but.
I am diabetic.
Okay, so what kind of, is there use with snacks?
Yeah.
I'll try to see if I can have some granola bars or something. Is that good? Doesn't with some sugar, I guess.
Did you not like that, or you did not need it?
No, I don't feel good.
You don't feel good? Is there anything we can do to make you feel better? Anything you need from us? Okay. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions to follow up on what we were just talking about? Okay. We just went outside to talk and we were just like, hey, let's clarify a couple things. Things we forgot to ask, basically. Which arm was broken on her? When she was 4. I'm sorry? When she was 4, she broke her arm.
I know that.
Which arm was it? The right, left or the right? I can't see.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to take it out. You can say, is that your left arm, it looks like? Alright. And she obviously used the bathroom on the couch last night. Is that something that happens a lot with her? How often does she do that?
I don't know what she was doing lately.
So lately, and when you say lately, do you mean like last month, last week, last 6 months?
You know, almost every day she,
For how long? Like last week? Or for, has it been 2 weeks when she started?
She started when she went to daycare.
Okay, so after she left daycare, she started peeing in bed pretty much every night. And so you do regularly? Did you wake her up last night to clean yourself up?
We regularly wake up. We're on like a time schedule and make sure she uses the restroom so she doesn't be on herself.
Okay, so you try to get up before she does, but if you don't wake her up, she'll essentially go to the bathroom. So how many times does she actually use the bathroom? Like this is the last week. How many times did you not wake her up in time, or was she not able to wake up in time?
I say about 3 days.
So about 3 of the last days of the week she uses the bathroom. All right. What else? You said her daycare. What's the name of her daycare? But she was in a month ago.
It's in December.
Okay.
I'm not remember that, but
Usually that's not that funky little name. So you know the corner street it was at?
someone
But you know like another road it was close to so I could figure it out.
Krabby Beans. Did you have Krabby Beans before?
What's it again?
Krabby Beans.
Krabby Beans?
Have you heard of them before?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a restaurant
Okay.
next to Chevron gas station. They're across the street from there.
Near Krabby Beans, is it good? How good?
Is it near Jamie's or down near Landing?
No, it's before you get to James.
So it's in between Jamie and Lane.
In between James and Chevron.
And she said she stopped going to daycare a month ago. This place. How come she would stop going to daycare?
I wasn't getting up on time.
Okay, so it's just hard to get her there with your schedule and work and working the nights and all that. I can certainly understand that. So nothing happened there that you were concerned about. Okay, and
9 to work until I come home.
So, because you guys were getting ready to go to the hospital. Was that after rescue left and everything? Okay, so she's a pretty hard sleeper?
Yes, she is.
I am too. Good luck with me. Let's see, what else did I have? There was. You said she was using the tub. Did she put the stopper in the tub to like let the water come up?
It stops it by itself.
So it's just kind of like messed up a little bit. So whether you put the plug down or not, it's gonna retain water.
Yes, and bonded with both of our tubs. Both bathrooms.
Can you see? Could you see how much water was in there? Do you notice? Can you approximate how much water was in the tub when you went in to get her out?
I was focused on getting her out of the tub.
Yeah, I bet. Okay. So you're just not. Was it enough that her head was down, like floating in it? Do you think, or was her face touching the bottom of the tub?
Yes,
Which one?
to her. Like she's like this. So it was covering like right here.
Okay, I got you. Okay. How long you been with a boyfriend?
I was in there.
I think we'll go. Yeah. Who all disciplines your children? Is it just you, or do you and your boyfriend share that responsibility?
He doesn't do it like that at all.
He never disciplines your children?
He doesn't feel like it's right for him to do it.
Okay, and a lot of people feel like that way because it's not a biological children, right? So you're a biological mom, so you take that responsibility yourself. Does anyone else discipline the children besides
The
you?
daddy. The actual daddy.
Okay, the biological dad, but he hasn't been around for a little while. Okay. How did he discipline her?
What do you mean?
Do you know if you ever? Do you feel like you appropriately disciplined her when he did? The bio dad.
I would say my kids move around me, like when you move them, so they're getting hit.
Okay. I guess. So do you feel like what he was doing was okay?
I think this child is okay with me.
Yeah. Of course it is. State law allows it, right? So you certainly appropriately discipline a child. I'm just curious, as mom, because sometimes mom, especially when you're not with the dad anymore, sometimes he may do something you don't like. So I'm just trying to get a feel whether it was anything he did you didn't like, or if he did anything excessive, and you don't think he did anything like that.
Like,
Okay.
not that I can remember from back in my head.
I got you. Alright. I think this is one of the last things I have. So you were in your room, you got up, checked on her, you got her in the shower, or you got her in the tub, and she's standing in it.
Yes,
You walk away, about 15 minutes later you hear a thud. Where were you standing when you heard her?
I was in back to my room.
So you were walking to your room, and you heard a thud. Did you immediately turn around and go back at that point?
I immediately went to go see what was going on.
Okay. So how long did it take you to walk to her? Like a couple seconds? A minute? What do you think?
Not that long.
But it was immediate in your mind.
Yes.
That you turned right around as soon as you heard the thud.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know, then we talked a little bit about, and I'm jumping around with this, so forgive me. We talked a little bit about whenever you were concerned about abuse by that, and she was touching herself. Did she say why she was touching herself? Like, did you say, hey baby, why are you touching yourself? And where was she touching herself? So she was touching herself in her vagina area. And did you say
I said that daddy could, like, I would point to, because my children know bad touch and good touch.
okay, good.
So I would, like, show her on my body, because I'm a girl, I would show her on my body, hey, did anybody touch in these areas? She would say no.
Okay. And did you ask her why she was touching herself then?
I would ask her, but she won't tell me.
So she just wouldn't give me an answer, kind of like some kids do. Okay. So she never told you all that.
No, but her and daddy have a really close bond.
Yeah. Alright, tell me a little bit about that.
Like, they love, like, he loves his daughter. He'll do anything for his kid.
Yeah. Okay. But is there something been off for the last 4 months when he hasn't been around?
We have no communication problems.
Okay, so it's mostly a communication problem between you two, not so much as a relationship problem with his daughter. Okay.
In the living room.
In the living room? Okay. And your daughter was in the living room asleep on the couch. He was in the living room, you came out and checked on her, and then when she then went into the shower, when she fell,
He ran.
was she still in the living room?
No, he ran.
He ran, okay, but I mean, you hollered,
Yeah.
so he heard the fall as well, okay.
So it was loud enough to disturb both of you. You immediately both knew something was wrong.
Yes, sir.
Um,
And we both tried to resuscitate her.
okay. And you said, I didn't realize, there's 2 bathrooms?
There is.
Which bathroom is the correct bathroom? Which is, like, is there a different color tub? How would I know if I went in there?
My bathroom. In my room.
It's like a master bathroom?
Okay, so it's inside the master bathroom. I mean, the master bedroom.
The difference between the bathrooms, the kids' bathroom have a flower curtain.
Okay.
My bathroom it's a flower curtain.
Okay, so
It
you're
looks all.
that's the one we're looking at essentially.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think that's all I have. But there's one thing I wanted to ask, but
Real quick, just so you know, while we're asking so many questions and what we're looking into, based on the examination of your daughter and, you know, the things I saw myself, we feel like it's something else is going on besides this fall. Okay, she's got some extensive injuries that we need to figure out what happened and where they happened, to get a better understanding. This isn't something that just happened tonight, okay? So we need to get to the bottom of that. Now, if somebody did cause, you know, excessive injuries to your daughter, what do you think should happen there? How do you think that they should be punished if somebody has been hurt your daughter?
do you think someone should be punished for what happened to your daughter? If they did it intentionally?
Yeah.
What do you think should happen to them? What kind of punishment should they get? You think they should go to jail?
Mrs. Street, we know that accidents happen. We know things occur and things go on. But the medical evidence is going to show us exactly what happened. And it's going to tell us what happened. We work very closely with the state attorney, and the state attorney's here with us today. You know, watch everything that goes on because we're trying to figure out. But we need to know exactly what went on and what's been going on. Because she's got some injuries that are old. They've been there for a while. If things have gotten out of hand in the house, we need to know. With discipline and mistakes are made, and something happened today, this morning, that she got unruly or something, and things got out of hand, we need to know that. So we can share that with the state attorney and talk with her about it before the medical evidence shows exactly what happened. Okay? So, is everything you told us so far what happened?
Yes.
That's exactly what happened. There's nothing else that you need to share with us or tell us about.
No.
Okay, alright. We're gonna step outside, we're gonna talk to the boys real quick, and then we'll come back and talk to you, okay? Alright. And you start feeling sick? If you need something different, you let us know, or anything along that line, just knock on the door, okay? We'll send somebody in.
We're back. Thank you, Robert. How you doing? You need anything? You need your, do you not like those? You don't?
You want something different? No? Are you awake? Okay. Before we we're in here. Huh? You know your rights? Okay, I just wanna make sure that you're aware of them and you remember them and all that stuff. Okay. Alright, hey, listen, we went and talked to a couple people. We got a little bit better understanding of what's going on, what's happening. Okay? So, we understand a lot more. Alright? So the things that we talked about before, I just wanna scratch those, okay? Take those resolve it for him, okay? So I just wanna get a better understanding of your side, okay, of what happened, what you saw, and what things went on, alright? But with that being said, I wanna get, I got to talk to your daughter, little sweetheart, I wanna know more about her, okay? Okay? So you said she goes to school, right? Is she a smart kid? Yeah, I can tell, now, what did the teacher say about her? She's a pretty good student, behave herself?
She should have only thing about my daughter is like she was just not telling me the truth about it.
She'll tell you something about how well she's doing or what have you. What other stuff does she lie about? She lie about anything else? Telling stories about anything else? No? Okay. Does she, I know that you said that she behaves fairly well. She's not the one you've got to redirect or what have you. You tell her to do something once, and a lot of times she'll do it. So
I don't have to repeat myself.
and you don't have to repeat yourself. But that's not the way. You got to repeat yourself with your youngest daughter, correct? Okay. Okay. Well, she told us some things that are concerning to us, okay? She shared some things with us, and that's what we want to, get a better understanding about. And we want to get your side and figure out exactly what happened with everything, including Jonte. And I want you to think about your kids, okay? When you talk to them, don't try to protect anybody. Protect your kids, okay? We know doing this investigation, you've been here a long time. I know you've been here a long time. We've got to talk to doctors. We've got to talk to nurses. We've talked to individuals that are professionals in interviewing with children to get a better understanding of what they say. We've got to look at picture, medical exam, medical records, past history of people past. Okay? The investigation has been done. Alright? We know what happened. We know where it happened. We know when it happened. Okay? We know to a certain extent how it happened. We just don't know the why. And you don't know why you're coming for people, okay? And I think that I've kind of figured it out. And that's why I wanted to wash everything away. I'm really scared. I'm really scared of what comes happen to you or happen to other children. Okay? And that's what I want to get a better understanding of. So, is Jonte violent in the house? Has he ever hit you? He has? Okay. And that's what we figured out. Alright? Is he violent all the time, or is it just he'll become enraged from time to time? When's the last time you know of that he became enraged and hit you? Yesterday? Okay. Was it yesterday evening before dinner? Was it in the afternoon? In the afternoon, where did he hit you at? In the face? Just punched you? Slapped you? Why did he slap you? He said that you were doing something to him? That you were doing something dumb. Okay. And then the time before that, when did he hit you? He doesn't hit you very often, but he does hit you. He's got a little bit of a violent past and all this. You said you had some history with somebody that was abusive to you, right? Your baby dad was abusive to you. Your daughter's fine, okay. Okay. So since you've been with Jonte and you moved in the house, he hits you, but not hits you all the time. Okay? So that what makes me understand a little bit more about why you're kind of looking over some things that you're doing. Now, let me ask you a tougher question, okay? Did he hit your children? He does. Did he hit both of them? But you know the daughter should listen. So he hits her. How often did he hit her? Oh, wow. That's what we found out. So, with that being said, I want to get some clarification on some things about where y'all live. Y'all live there together. Y'all have lived there. How long ago have you moved in there? In June. Okay, so beginning of June, you moved in. Cause what? Okay, why did he get kicked out from his mom's house? That's what happened. Okay. So he moved in your house. Is he during from June until now? Has anybody else lived with y'all? Your sister, when did she move in? Right after him. And then when did she move back out? So she was there for about a month or so? Okay. So let's look at today. Last week, did anybody else live with y'all? Did you and John go anywhere and leave anybody as a babysitter? So that
You ready to eat?
I'll tell you your two girls, right? Did your mom come over and hang out? Did she come by and she didn't come by? Okay, how often is that? Okay, you don't talk to your mom. Your mom was at the hospital, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so when's the last time was the last time your mother has stayed with the girls alone? She never has? Okay.
If she has, they went to her. She never came out.
Okay, so when's the last time they went to her house and stayed with her? She was 3, so it was 3 years ago.
Between 3 or 4 years.
Okay. What about over the last, say, 2 weeks? Has anybody stayed with the girls overnight with y'all? So it's been just you, Jonte, and the 2 girls. Okay. Can you remember the last time that you left the girls alone with somebody at your house? Have you ever? Huh? Only leave with Jonte, okay. Did Jonte ever leave while you were at work and leave the girls there with anybody? No? Okay. So it's basically you 4, and that's it. Nobody comes over, nobody visits, nobody. How long ago did they visit, do you think? Was that the beginning when you first started living there? You don't come around no more? When's the last time you was there? About a month ago? Okay. So, I think we're on the right track, but I want to know, last night, you said that Jonte hits her pretty often. And that's because she doesn't listen. She's a little bit hard-headed or stubborn. She doesn't respect him. Okay, so, if you had to say a day time frame, in one day, how many times is he hitting her? A lot? It's pretty violent. What's some of the things that, and I'm hard of hearing, so just speak up just a little bit. And you can lay down if you need to, I'm fine with that, but you speak up a little bit, because I don't hear very well. I'm sure you don't need, can I get you anything to make you feel better? Okay. So he'll hit her a lot, because she won't follow directions and he doesn't respect her. When he hits her, how does he hit her? Does he slap her like he slapped you? Have you ever seen him take a closed fist and like he would punch a man and punch her? You have seen him do that? Okay. So let's go into last night. Alright? Let's get some more clarification on what happened last night.
He normally do it, and she doesn't listen when she pee on herself, but lately I tried to stop him from doing it, and he promised me he wouldn't do it anymore.
Okay, so what happened last night?
I went to to work. Like I can go.
What time did you go?
I don't know. Well, I know I took the late bus because I wanted to make sure.
Those crispy peaks, 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in the lake, man, that ranch is deep. Blue crispy tips, green flavors, plain stop.
Dreaming of getting to the big game?
Wanted to go since I was a kid.
Try Priceline, get a last minute flight deal. Travel safe, man. Try.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
A paradise you'll want to lose yourself in. Book your escape to Celebration Key, Carnival's exclusive paradise.
What flavor is this?
It's you.
Seal?
I like that seal. A blast of tropical lime.
Subway's got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a football for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh. The all new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Wherever there's adventures, mystery, or danger, they're here to save the world. Libraries, tonight premiere event starting May 25th on TNT.
Once upon a time, a young couple inherited a castle.
The bottom floor is the beauty, the floors above are the beast.
Oh my god.
Will this fairy tale have a happy ending? Castle Impossible series premiere Tuesday, April 29th at 9 on HGTV.
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and insights while you're watching the postseason.
Time here in Houston, Golden State by 13. Houston led 7-0, 13-8, and then Golden State began to tighten the defensive screws. 8 steals lead to a 16-7 run in terms of getting those points off turnovers that seemed to turn that first half around. Now the progressive coaching adjustments.
Move.
Control the boards for Golden State in terms of keeping the bigger rockets off the glass. And Houston, we talked about this is the first time under the bright lights for Amen Thompson and Jalen Green. They combined 2 of 10 and 4 points. So Golden State only allowed 34 points in that first half. That is the lowest in any half this season. And Allie had a chance to catch up with the coach of the Rockets.
I know Michelle don't got her kids calling they fond dad. Wherever house he took care of her. Did you say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love y'all.
He crying?
He slow?
Wait, what?
My nephew.
What? I was trying. Well, he really was crying. They look slow.
Love y'all.
That's that same little boy?
Yeah.
Huh?
My nephew.
It's not your nephew. You don't know who that
Who
is.
is that? Who are these people?
Why would you let her take your kids to go hang around these men? So you don't know these people.
What? Us crap.
If she can't come,
Ooh,
what? If she can't come,
Yeah.
right? She gotta stay at home with the baby. Why you gonna run around with men?
Mm-hmm.
Sick. I need receipts. I just want everybody to be able. Dad, why police with the secrets?
That's what I said.
You got time to look at that shit?
So more importantly, you've got 10 minutes of bonus action if you're the Warriors. Everything's in the drive to the basket. Lead, whistle, you're going to the free throw line. Brooks will try to ram out this one. They get down low and he's ready.
Okay. You want to take late bus? Why?
You know, I was feeling it's just how I told her take the information.
Oh, okay. Was she not feeling well, or why did you feel like you needed to go late? Was she having a hard time? She wasn't waking up. So what?
She had a lot of losing something like she was going for losing. And I was trying to take her to her daddy. Because I told my mom, I said, Mom, I want to see my baby. I want to take her to her daddy. That's what she wanted to go.
Okay. So what, you said she already had bruises that she was healing up. Were they bruises from that day? Or bruises from before?
Previously.
Okay, so but last night, you said you wanted to check on her because she wasn't waking up. What do you mean by she wasn't waking up? Just be honest with me, okay? We want to figure this out. Well, I need you to be honest with me, okay? That's a key part of this process, is you telling the truth and telling me what's happening, what's going on, okay?
Started her until I was like, I didn't get permission to discipline. We started listening to her parents, letting her do it. And I didn't hit them hard. I didn't rock all over the baby.
Okay.
And the way his discipline would be like in different like
What do you mean by that?
I don't get much of things. I hit them in the way.
Okay. You spank him on behind. Okay. And he hits him in the face. Okay. Like the side of her face or her eyes or the bump on the middle of her head?
It's just gonna sit well with me. Cause it's like, it's still not moving.
Okay. When did he, were you asleep or gone when? At this time when he did it? Or where were you at when this?
When Dante did it, I'm knowing it in the house that he doesn't want to do it.
So he wants to discipline her by himself. Okay. So when she got the knot in the middle of her head, where were you when that happened? When you did it? Okay. And where was Dante and your daughter? Okay. So you were all in the room. So you saw him hit her. Did you feel her open hand or did you punch her with a closed fist?
Like this.
Okay. So
Like this. Or if she doesn't collaborate with me, punch me.
you'll punch her with a closed fist. Is that what happened? Did you punch her? Is that what caused the lump in her head? I don't know, slap. No. What caused that? Okay, how many times do you think he hit her behind the couch right there? A lot. What did you say?
Shut up.
Shut up. Okay.
Before I hit you.
And what?
Shut up before I hit you.
Okay. Is that before or after he hit you yesterday? Which one? Was it before he hit you? Okay. And then
she had already had pictures on her. She's still up.
so before, so just so I get the information right, he hit her first several times. You told him to stop. He said, "Shut up before I hit you." Later in the day, he hits you, and then
Okay.
Okay. What time do you cook there?
6:45.
6:45.
Or sometimes 5.
Okay, sometime from 5. So sometime from 5 to 6:45. So
I didn't feel it because I wasn't feeling well.
okay,
And so they just didn't sit right with me.
okay. So after he hit her behind the couch, what was her demeanor? How was she acting? She didn't move. she like knocked out. So you get her to the point where she's behind the couch and she's not moving.
Because I can get up, I take my bath and I take myself to the bath in the afternoon. I don't know what had happened, I just know I was in the kitchen and he was like, she gotta go, because he had a conversation with his mom about a situation that the kids was like, my daughter was humping them.
Okay.
But
Was humping his kids?
told each other, like, not humping, like, just behind him.
Yeah.
And she was having a conversation about it. Also she had a conversation about the fact that I put something her gas quotas.
Okay.
And that day that she gotta go. And yeah, told her about it. I said, why did you go outside? And she gotta go. I said, no, she didn't. So we probably she don't have to go. It's not really good. Her product was over in the house. And she was from she walked off. And she literally walked off the porch. And I was like, get her come back in the house. And so when she came back in the house, he grabbed her.
Is that when he started hitting her? Okay. So he hit her behind the couch, and that's when she basically got knocked out. She went to sleep. Okay. So she would be back, and this is before or after dinner?
This is
Before dinner. Okay.
And she would get back up. He kept trying to get her back up, but she would get back up.
Were her eyes open or her eyes closed? Okay, so what
She was like,
kind of noises? So like she was in pain or like, okay. She just wouldn't wake back up. And then what did you do?
she was, I don't know if she was okay or anything, but I just know I ended up something she still won't get up.
Was she just laying on the floor? Did you put her on the couch? What did you do with her?
At first, she was on the floor before walking, so she would get up. She wouldn't get up. I tried to wake her up. She wouldn't get up. So then, when she was still waking up.
She was breathing okay? Okay.
She was still waking up. Then, it was she was my sister and I was, because at first I wasn't gonna go. I didn't feel right. I just didn't want to go. And then
What time was that you left for work?
I was kind of too.
The bus comes at 10. You said you went to the late bus, or that the bus you rode was the 1 at 10? You rode the 1 at 10. Okay. So before dinner, 6:30, when this all happened, then you made some dinner, and then you went to work at 10. Okay. So you went to work.
But I wasn't even going.
Right.
I was not staying.
Okay.
But after that, I said, what you want to do? Do you want to go? And I was like, so I don't care what you do. You take me go. I'm going to stay.
Okay. Where was your youngest daughter? Where was she at during this? She was on the couch, so she saw everything that happened. Saw him hit her. Okay. So after you went to work, what happened?
I didn't stay home.
Okay, what time do you think you got home? Rubbish. Does the bus run that late? How'd you get home?
My coworker's son.
Okay. Coworker came, picked you up, brought you back home.
No, my coworker's son. He came.
Oh, son.
He came to get breakfast.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't feel right. Because I had got a text message. Saying from me. And I thought he would leave him by himself.
Okay. So he texted you and said, hey, I'm leaving?
He said he felt comfortable. He thought he's good.
Okay. Okay. And
So I left. I saw that girl. I said, I don't know if I could tell myself I left her. And he was already close.
okay. Before that, were y'all texting back and forth about anything? You didn't talk to him, didn't call him?
No, they were going to talk to him. They weren't close to me.
Okay. So you get home at 12:30. What happened? What did you find? She was still on the sofa? Where was she at?
She was in the kitchen.
She was in the kitchen?
Well, in my house.
Okay.
I was talking to him.
Okay.
I had called her before I left. I had called her now the night, and I was like, because she was asking, am I gonna help her with her lights? And I was like, yeah, I'll help you. Because she was the cash out.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I can't cash it for you. But I'll, I'll take money off my card and I'll give it to you. And I gave it to her. When she came out of school, but I was able to give it to her.
Okay.
She was just supposed to come up in the morning to come get her after she dropped the kids off to sleep. Her kids off to sleep.
Did you talk to her about what had happened in the house?
I told her something that I wanted to tell her, but she wouldn't understand.
What do you mean?
I was trying to tell her what I was saying,
Okay.
but she knew it was going to explain, but she didn't know the concept of it.
Yeah. She didn't understand how.
She didn't know how it was going to be, she just thought it was going to.
Okay. Okay, so did you share that with her? You didn't? You did? What did she say?
She was ready to be consequences come to it.
So she thought he wasn't supposed to spank her at all.
That I was supposed to discipline the girls down. Because of the children.
So you talked a little bit and you end up back at the house at 12:30. He's in the kitchen. He's on the phone with his mom at that time.
She was talking to me.
Okay. And
Because I was like, where are you leaving?
where's you're still on the couch? Okay. In your room? So you all still discussing him? Do you have any other sleep?
This man has invented an innovative electric bed that can only be used by two people. If one person suddenly gets up, the bed automatically makes the adjustments. If your girlfriend has cold feet, the bed will provide empathy. And if she experiences a nightmare that you can't resolve, simply pressing a button will let her sleep peacefully. Alternatively, you can use another bed with a similar result that uses large.
At what point? So, shower. So did you see her with her eyes open? Did she act up?
She
actually get into the shower? No? Did y'all take clothes off? Or did she transport?